Hello students, welcome to Learn with RP Sir Mtech JU. My name is Rahul and today I'm going to teach you about a new topic that is solving linear equations. So let us begin. So let us name the topic first. It is solving linear equations. First of all, let us talk about linear equations. What do you understand by linear equation? So, when we talk about equations, let us first of all talk about the difference between an equation, an expression, and an inequality. Okay. What is the difference between an equation, an expression, and an inequality? An equation is something where there is a left hand side and there is a right hand side, and it must be equal to each other, right? Whatever we are writing on the left hand side and whatever we are writing on the right hand side, there should be an equality between them. Then it is an equation. For example, if I say 3 plus 2 equals to 5. So this is an equation. That means what? When we add 3 and 2, we gather 5. And on the right hand side, there is also 5. So that means there is an equation. We can also say 7 minus 2 equals to 3 plus 2. This is also an equation. When you do 7 minus 2, you get 5. When you do 3 plus 2, you also get 5. That means the left hand side and the right hand side are equal. So that means they are equation. Now let us talk about expression. Expression means only one of the sides will be present and there won't be any equality. That means we can say 3 plus 2 is an expression, or we can say 7 minus 2 is an expression. Okay. Then comes inequality. What do you mean by inequality? Inequality means whenever the left hand side and the right hand side are not equal to each other. Very simple. So if I say 3 plus 4 and if I say 5, obviously there is an inequality because 3 plus 4 gives us 7 and the right hand side there is 5. So obviously this is inequality. So this is the difference between an equation, expression, inequality. I hope this is clear to you. Now let us come to the different type of equations that we can see generally in mathematics. So generally in mathematics we see this different type of equations. The first one is known as the linear equation. Then we can see quadratic equation. Then we can see cubic equation. These things are very much common. These three equations are very common. Apart from it, there can be multiple equations also. Now see, what is the difference between a linear, quadratic, cubic equation? The difference comes from this particular thing which is called as degree. Degree of a polynomial equation. We will talk about a polynomial on the forthcoming topics that we do in this particular lecture series. But talking about the degree of a polynomial equation, what do you understand by the degree? So degree of an equation, degree means the highest power of a variable present in any equation. The highest power of a variable present in any equation. Now, highest power of a variable, suppose if I say there is an equation x square plus 2 equals to 5x. Now, in this particular case, what should be the degree? So we have to find first of all what is the variable in this particular equation. So it is clear that x is the variable. You can see x here, you can see x here. There is no other variable to it. So when we have located the variable, the next thing is to find out what is the highest power of the variable. So it is very clear that 2 is the highest power of the variable because the other one is having a power of 1. So the degree of this particular polynomial equation will be 2 because the highest power is 2. When you get the degree, based on the degree, you can categorize these 3 categories of equations. If the degree is 1, you can categorize this as linear. If the degree is 2, you can categorize this as quadratic. If the degree is 3, you can categorize this as cubic. Okay. Since we are talking about linear equations, so obviously we will be dealing with degree of 1. So I hope the basic of linear equations is clear. So now let us proceed to what can be the possible equation of a linear equation, or what can be the official or standard equation. See, the standard equation if you are talking about a single variable, it can be said as x plus a equal to 0, where a is any constant term and x is the variable. Okay, you can add, let's say, bx plus a equals 0. So here b will be the coefficient of x. What is coefficient? Coefficient is that constant term which is staying along with the variable. Like with the variable there is a constant term staying, that is a coefficient. So coefficient of the variable x, right? So let us take an example for it. Let us say, we can say 2x plus 3 equals to 0. So this can be a linear equation in one variable. Okay, as you can see, there is only a singular variable in it. Now suppose if we try to get a linear equation in two variables, then what can be the standard equation? It is given as ax plus by equal to c. What is ab? Ab are coefficients, as you can see clearly. Okay, x and y, these are the variables, and c is a constant term. Remember, constant term and coefficients, all of them will be comprising of numbers. Okay, and x and y will be the variables. So if you take an example, I can take a very simple example, 2x plus 3y equals to 5. So this is an example of a linear equation. Okay, so this is how we represent the linear equation. So now that these theories have been solved, theories have been said, let us now start doing some questions from linear equations. So here is the first question. If r over s equals to 6, what is 4s over r? If r over s equals to 6, what is 4s over r? So how to solve this particular problem? Now, in order to solve this particular problem, we have to first of all understand what is given here. If we focus on this particular thing, so r over s equals to 6. Can we say 6 as 6 over 1? We can say 6 is nothing but 6 over 1, right? So now r over s is 6 over 1. So what will be s over r? So what did we do? We just reciprocated it. That means the denominator takes the place of the numerator and the numerator takes the place of the denominator. So that the same thing will happen here. In this case, the denominator is 1, so 1 will be the numerator, and 6 is the numerator, so it will be the denominator. So s by r is 1 over 6. So what is 4 times of s by r? So 4s by r is nothing but 4 times of s by r, which is 1 over 6. And if you cut it 2 times 3, 2 times 2, so the answer comes as 2 over 3. So that is the answer to this particular question. It's a very, very easy question. Just it's a starter, so I've given it a very easy question. So in the forthcoming questions, we will get something to think about. Okay, hopefully. So please take it down. Let us get to the next question. Okay. So another quick question. If kx minus 19 equals to k minus 1 and k equals to 3, what will be the value of x plus k? Okay, I'll request everyone who is watching this video to please pause the video and do the question, because don't just see the entire video of me solving every single question, because that won't help you anyways. So please pause the video, try to solve the question. If you can solve and try to if you can solve and relate it with the answers that I have given, then obviously you are a gainer. If not, then still you are a gainer, because you are going to learn what are your mistakes. But if you don't attempt, that is not going to help. So please do attempt. So yeah, kx minus 19 equals to k minus 1. K is 3. So what is going to be x plus k? So what we are going to do here, first of all, we are going to put the value of k over here, because we know what is k, right? So if we put k as 3 in this particular equation, so what are we getting? We'll be getting 3x minus 19 equals to 3 minus 1. Now if you solve it, so 3x will be equals to 19 plus 3 minus 1, which will be 22 minus 1, which will be 21. So x will be equals to 21 over 3, which will be 7. So we have got the value of x as 7. K is already 3, so 7 plus 3 will give us 10. So that is the answer of this particular question. Okay, for those who have got the correct answer, congratulations. For those who haven't, don't worry, you now know how to do this problem, right? So it's very important to do the problem. Okay, I'll go with another question and I'll finish the video. So let us go with the next question. Seven over 3 times of x plus 9 over 28 minus 3 equals 17. You need to solve for x, and your options are given as 33 over 4, number 2, 249 over 28, number 3, 77 over 4, number 4, 45 over 28. So these are the values. Okay, now let us solve it. Okay, so how would we do it? First of all, you can see there is a negative 3 when it goes to the other side. So what will happen? Everything stays as it is. First of all, we will get rid of everything that is not a part of x. So as you can see, 9 plus 28 is added to x, 7 by 3 is multiplied with the bracket, so all of them are part of x. So whatever is not a part of x, that should be removed. So when minus 3 goes to the other side, becomes 17 plus 3, which is 20, right? So now, so this thing becomes equals to 20. Now let us multiply 7 over 3 inside the bracket. So first is 7 over 3 multiplied with x, then the same 7 over 3 is multiplied with 9 over 28, and that gives us 20, because we have already got the result as 20 on the right hand side. Now, can we cut 3 with 9? Yes, we can. Can we cut 7 with 28? Of course. So 7 over 3 x plus 3 over 4 will give us 20. Till here we are done. Now next thing, this 3 over 4 can go on the other side. So that will be 7 over 3x equals to 20 minus 3 over 4, which is, so it will be 4 times 20 is 80 minus 3 over 4, which is 77 over 4. Okay, 7 over 3x is 77 over 4. Okay, is it visible, this part? Yes. So that is 77 over 4. Now finally, so let us do it here. 7 over 3x equals 77 over 4. So what is x? So this one is multiplied to x, so this needs to be divided. So we can do one thing, 77 over 4 divided by 7 over 3. We can do that. Now, as you know that whenever we are dividing two fractions, so the denominator of the bottom fraction will go to the numerator, and the denominator of the numerator fraction will go to the denominator. So sorry for the interruption. Actually, suddenly the video went off. X was 77 by 4, I believe, yeah, 77 by 4 divided by, there was some other term which was 7 by 3. So what I meant here is the denominator of the fraction which is in the denominator. That means we are talking about this term. This will go up and this will come down. So ultimately what we are getting is 77 times of 3 divided by 4 times of 7. So the 7 and 77 cuts with 11, so it will be 33 over 4, and that is the answer of this particular question. Okay. So now this is done. So now let us get to the next question. So I'll give a homework question just to finish the video, and just let me know in the comments what is your answer to that question. So the question goes like this: 2 times of m plus 4 plus 13 over 5, and that is equals to 21 minus, in bracket, 8 minus 3m over 4. So that is your homework. You have to solve for m. So just comment on the box what is your answer, and if you like the video, please don't forget to share, like, and please subscribe my channel. So I'll take your leave, and I'll see you again on the next class with a new chapter. Until then, take care and have a good day.